Hello, my name is Renee L. Rose. I'm the founder of Explore Art Talk. With Explore Art, our featured guests, we have meaningful conversations celebrating artistic and cultural diversity that makes our world extraordinary. So sit back, relax, and check out our content. Thank you for joining us today.
Great to see you.
Great to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Just arrived my home and finished the dinner, and it was a busy day. I'm totally good now. I hope you too.
Yes. It's early it's early. It's like 10 o'clock early in the morning today.
It's 9 hours around time difference. It's not it's big one. It's big difference.
Yes.
Your records, I guess, huh?
Yes.
Good.
So, how do you pronounce your name properly?
İlker.
Ikat?
İlker.
Ikat.
İlker.
Ikar.
İlker. Yes,
Ikar. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I like that.
It's quite a Turkish name.
It is?
It's a quite Turkish name. It's meaning, the ilk is the first, and air is the soldier, and together, the first soldier.
Oh,
it's a strange Turkish name, actually.
It's
the
not
simple meaning is
not a common Turkish name.
Actually not so much common, but people know it's half common.
Okay.
It's
So
modern times, not Arabic or Islamic references. It's a Turkish origin. You know, Turkish history is full of wars.
Okay.
No, we don't need to talk about wars. We can talk about art. It's better.
Yes. So where do you live in Turkey?
I'm actually I live in Izmir city. It's in Aegean region. You know, the Aegean Sea. It's a lovely city. It's the third big city of the Turkey. Around 5-6 million people live in Turkey. It's Mediterranean climate. It's a perfect city actually.
Oh,
but since 10 years, But since 10 years, I'm moved another city where I live now. The name is Duzce city. I'm working here in university since 10 years, and it's a small city. I prefer to be here during my 14-15 years old between this period, because I have two boys, and I want to be involved their growing period. So it's good. It's not a big city, no traffic jam, no crowd, no too much people.
Great for an artist.
Yeah, it's a good place for resting, for creating, and sharing the time with the family.
Yes.
Same time, we are close to Istanbul city, you know, the biggest one in Turkey. 2 hours, and the capital, Ankara, 2 hours to capital, same time. So when we want to join the crowd or the enjoying the big cities, we are going to Istanbul or Ankara. We are not complaining. It's good.
Oh, wow. So why don't you start off by telling me how you became a sculptor, how you got involved in the arts?
Yes. Before our meeting, I managed composing my thoughts actually, but I will continue improvisationally. It's better. Thanks to your first question. Actually, I thought before. It's quite simple actually. When I was a child, I remember I used with the mud and the plaster, and I mold using balls, putting the parts of plaster, the plastic balls, and carve them.
Okay.
But in the next years, I'm 15 years old, 20 years old, I was interested in music. I played guitar. We
Oh,
had a band,
wow.
music band. But I love music.
Yeah.
And end of the high school years, I had to choose music or drawing or sculpting things. And I thought myself, oh, I have friends, I can continue music without conservatoire or music school, I can do something in the music and I can continue. I should choose for academic career both and learning betterly what is art, what is sculpture, what is painting, is a technically.
Yes.
So I choose fine art faculty in Izmir city. During 4 years, I continue sculpting
Oh,
period and in different studios in metal, in wood carving, and stone carving. I practiced each of them
oh,
during 4 years. But and claying, modeling, artistic anatomy. Actually, during 4 years, I sleep, eat, live in studio with our friends. We had a good team in the university.
oh,
I never forget. One of my friends has a secret bed in the studio.
oh,
Even his sleep, working and sleeping in the studio. It
yes.
was amazing time during 1919s. Anyway, when I started to work with the metal materials, I said to myself, yes, the metal is impressively contemporary material, and I can reflect my ideas, my thoughts very fast, very quick. I should use with metal for creating my sculptures.
Oh,
Uh, was my last year of the faculty. Then I decided to continue my academic degree as a master during 2 years. And during 2 years, the same period, I continued to working with metals. And same time, I wrote a thesis about metal materials in the 20th century,
mhm.
how do material change in the 20th century? For example, Alexander Calder, Richard Serra, Antonio Caro, starting around Pablo Picasso, Pablo Gargallo, the old names.
Oh,
I searched these names, how they produced, how they used the metal as a contemporary material during the end of the 20th century period.
okay.
And I finished my thesis. In the same time, I create many metal sculpture, and I use different metals. For example, junk materials or raw materials.
Yes.
I experienced. I tried each of them, mix them together, or the pure as a same material.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said to myself, oh, okay, you can continue creating sculptures and you can also continue your academic career. I
Yes.
start a PhD and sapiency
Wow.
in the same university, Fine Art Institute.
Wow.
During 4 years, I did the same. I continues to create public sculptures, metal sculptures. And what's the important point for me that time? I recognize the technologic possibilities, 3D designing, 3D modeling, and I
Yes.
checked the softwares. I'm talking about around more than 50 years ago. It
Oh,
was quite early period for
oh,
this
yeah,
kind
that
of
was new.
20 years, 15 years more than. It was quite new. And I thought to myself, in my opinion, I said to myself that time, this is the big feature for this art of sculpture,
Yes.
creating art. And you have to learn these possibilities for the future
Design.
creations.
Yes.
And this one is the important point one, and another is I focused the public sculptures that period. What I'm trying to say, yes, the starting times in the 20th century, the artists change, and they say art not jailed in the galleries. Art must be everywhere. Art must be livable things. With this idea, I say to myself, I have to focus on the city. I have to focus where people
Congregate.
living together, the street squares, in the parks, and it's changed my skill as well.
Okay.
5 meters, 10 meters, 20 meters, or landscape kind of sculptures, 40 meters. And that time I start to combine these ideas with using softwares and the big scales, because in the digital world you have no limit.
Right.
In your studio, what is your sailing? That's a limit, you know.
Yes.
Your limit.
Yes.
But there's no limit. What I'm trying to say, that time I try to produce with the computer. Another positive side is computers. You can create amazing numbers of examples, models in studio. In the real life, you can create one example in one day, maybe, or two, three.
Yes.
But in computer, you can compare many possibilities, and you can create amazing results.
Yeah.
With different wheels. It shocked me. So I combine these ideas in public sculptures, big scales, different materials, different using slice of them, or another possibilities, and I create many sculptures. But I thought, yeah, you have many, it's okay, but you have to choose.
Choose, yes.
It's not good. There is no place for breathing everywhere is sculpture, but I have to choose. So at that time I learned how I should choose my sculptures. I refined them, how I can focus the idea, main idea, and this many options. Yes, how I can refine them. That period I did good, I guess. I saw some callings from China, especially. They say during that times, they 2008, the Beijing Olympics, Summer Olympics. More than 15 years ago. And I said to myself, yes, I should send some of my proposals to Beijing Olympics. And I sent some of them. 2 months, 3 months later, they answered me, okay, it's good. So we choose 2 of your projects for final selection.
Wow. Were you excited?
Yes. Sorry again?
Were you excited that they chose your projects? Yeah.
Because I fastly told my process during university years, master the degree, it's sufficient. But these times, something start with the people, with as an artist, as a sculptor. I connected with the real world before. I opened exhibitions, many things, but small sculptures and small limited relations with the. Yeah, it was great. It was amazing times. I opened many exhibitions, solo exhibitions, group exhibitions, and people say, yes, you are a good sculptor after 7-10 years. It's okay. But this times, internationally, I connected with the other part of the world.
Yes.
Using my new vision, using softwares, using public ideas.
Yes.
And directly in Beijing Olympics, big event for me. It's Olympics. And then 2 months later, they said, okay, we choose 2 of your sculptures, but one is good. We want to install it in the Olympic Park. And you can come to China, Beijing, 2 months, 3 months later. We can produce it together in China during 1 month, during 20 days. I stayed 20 days around in the Beijing that time, so 2007, before Olympics, before they
Started.
prepare the greens of
Yes.
Olympic green, everything, you know.
Yes.
So it was first time I every time impressed from China, because when I was a boy around 6 years old, I read Marco Polo,
Oh, yes.
great journal, and I impressed. And every time I had an idea, I should go to east part of the world one
Yes.
day, and it's okay with my sculpture. I was going to I went to China. During 20 days, I learned amazing new informations because same time they produced around 100 big scale sculptures, marble,
Wow.
bronze,
Wow.
metals, stainless steel for Olympic parks. They decided finally 100 sculptures in the Olympic Park. Around 26 is international and 74 in the mainland of China. So yes, we did. We create my sculpture in the factory, and they installed in the Olympic Park. It was great experience, and I learned, as I said, many things. And I start to connection the Chinese artists, Chinese organizations that time, and as academically, professionally. And next year they invite me another
Oh, wow.
exhibition, public exhibition, Ordos in the Inner Mongolia.
Okay.
Ordos city, it was an important city for Mongolia area.
Yes.
And they also invited the architects. They supply around 1,000 square meter for each architect from all over the world. And they say to architects, create your own dream home.
Oh, wow.
Hundreds of amazing villas, as I said, but just their dream houses of the architecture. They choose from Turkey, from Germany, from Italy. It's amazing. And we create the sculptures for this area. And next year, every year, our relations developed. We know each other betterly, and I had many informations about China. When I saw their very eagerly wants to public sculptures in Turkey, people actually, I have to say the truth, people don't so passionate about the public sculptures. Yes, we have public sculptures in our cities, our parks, environment, but they have different idea. I saw it. And I say to myself, this is in the world, this is the best place for creating public sculptures.
Oh.
Because they have amazing factories. They just produce sculptures, 200 workers, 300 workers.
Oh,
they just
wow.
produce sculptures, not any other things.
Oh, wow.
And every big city has this kind of many factories, and they just produce sculptures. It's amazed me. So as I said, in 2007, our story start, and till now, till today, even we have 3 projects in China, different Shanghai, Tianjin, different, and some other country. I don't remember now, actually.
Yes.
Maybe 20 sculptures I have installed in China, and some of museum collected my sculptures in China. And I wrote many articles, academic articles also. And end of my PhD process, Sophiency in art process, I wrote a thesis about public sculptures and Olympic process. End of the process, yes. And many articles. For example, one of them in Michin, maybe you know, it's a border of the Gobi Desert in the China.
Oh, wow.
When the mainland of China, it's the city, the last one in the where human lives as a city. The other part is Gobi Desert, and they had a project, big project, because desert starts to come to Beijing, the capital. And
Oh.
they have amazing projects scientifically. The same time, they have projects as culturally, as an art. And
Oh, that's
what
nice.
they, yes, they are doing something now for gaining the earth again, stopping the erosion. But at the same time, for energy, they're creating sculptures, some areas.
Mm.
Is style, is thinking way.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
Zen, maybe Tao, maybe I don't know, but it's good. Finally, 4 years ago, I went to Minchen city, the Gobi Desert. I created a sculpture in Gobi Desert, and now maybe 400 sculptures in the 40 meters, 10 meters, 6 meters, and different materials all over the world. Some of them very big names, and some of them the new sculptures, but good proposals, good pieces. For example, I wrote about this process, an article,
Oh.
or Nanjing Youth Olympics, the same period. I'm trying to understand and the road as an academically how they are working as an organization.
Oh, yes.
Governments, local governments, and they have a big one in the Beijing, and they have artist associations, and they connecting each other, and they decide what they will do, and they produce.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a really
It's
fantastic,
unique.
because in Turkey, for example, is other part of the world is works different because of their ruling system maybe, but
Yeah.
they act fast, they produce fast, they produce big as well, big
Yes.
scale.
Yes.
Finally, I can say during more than 15 years, I learned many things about how to produce big scale, big as good or bad every
Yes.
time. As I said, I wrote many articles during that times. I thought every time what I'm doing, what should I do?
Yes.
So I'm trying to refine these life experiences
Yes.
for my next day, for my vision.
Yes. Do
And
you teach?
so,
You teach other students since you had that experience? Do you mentor other sculptors and teach them in Turkey the
yes,
concepts?
in Turkey, in university, we have a sculpture department here in
Oh,
Faculty of Art, Design, and Architecture, Duzce University.
yes.
We have a sculpture department. We accepted around 10, 15 students every year. Yes, and I am teaching them the metal studio, how to
Wow.
basic metal techniques firstly.
Yes. Yes.
But what is important for me now, I'm same time teaching them the computer designing in
Okay.
3D.
On the CAD system. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, around more than 10 hours every week.
Wow.
And during 8 years, we have amazing results within young people.
Yeah. I know they enjoy it.
Yeah, even I'm shocked some of them because, for example, there is a reality about sculpture department. The 30% of the department creating art, creating sculpture,
Yeah.
other 70% doing another things. Some
Oh.
of them decoration, for example, some jewelry things,
Mm-hmm.
some the sign things in theater, in movie.
Mm-hmm.
And some of my students choose to creating uh, in the movie sector, movie market.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are working department, for example, some of them creating special effects
Yes.
for movies.
Yes.
What is important, they they know what is sculpture, what is art, how I can model, and it's a difference from other designers. If
Yes.
you can use sculpturing information with the using 3D, and the
Yes.
result is it's better, better for other examples. It's good.
Yes.
So yes, some of them creating their sculptures with using 3D technologies, CAD technologies, and some of them choose other
Methods. Styles.
other markets,
Okay.
and they get success as well. It's good.
Oh, okay. So what do you see what are your next projects coming that are coming up now? Do you have any new projects or are you just still creating stuff?
Actually, they're running. I'm working hard. I have to confess that.
Yes.
I have to confess that. I have lessons, yes, around 15 hours, 16 hours every week.
Yes.
But except these hours, yes, I have duties as an academic, as a scholar. I'm as a professor in the university. Yes,
Yes.
many office works, but except these hours, I'm completely designing, completely searching new forms and combining them with each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can create nothing, but it has a potential. The next day or next week,
Yes.
with the little touch, with the little wheel, it became a new work.
Yes.
This is my style, working style actually.
Yes.
Like it's also in the evening. Some of them we have possibilities. We have using laptops, many things in the salon, in the room, in the everywhere we can work, in the plane, flight, in the journeys, everywhere, in the hotels. It's great for me. What I'm trying to say, everywhere is a studio for me, actually.
Yes.
So it's good. The human life is limited now, and what I'm trying to say, I try to understand myself.
Yes.
I try to understand myself and reflect myself to people, to my family, to my friend, for the next day will be better than the old one, in my opinion. It every time, every day, renewal my ideas, and it means the next day I will be a new one, new thoughts, new attitude. It's a power of life for me for creating new things.
Yes.
I wonder, I'm curious, and the technology every day, new things, artificial intelligence and new possibilities of the softwares.
Yes.
I'm checking every week. So it means the better possibilities for creating new artworks for me.
Yes. Do you ever, before you do a large public sculpture, do you do models, small models of it before you create a big sculpture?
Yes,
Besides on a computer, do you actually create a model?
Before we used piles of plaster, cartoons, boards, some things, but we have 3D printing technologies now.
Oh
Even
yeah.
these 5 years, there is amazing machine printing metal directly. You're creating something in the digital world, and the machine printed as metal, as 5 meters, 4 meters. For example, in Holland, the first bridge around 3 or 4 years ago in Amsterdam, they print the first metal bridge in the world. And in China, they printed around 4 meters metal sculptures, the whole piece. They just print. And amazing possibilities, as I said, as I mentioned before. What I'm trying to say, before, yes, I did. I used many architecture like modeling things, some bamboos, some woods. But now I'm just creating, and I'm just producing on 3D printers. That's all.
Oh, wow. That's fascinating.
And
I didn't
now,
even know you could do that for sculpture.
we are technologies, virtual reality.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
Oculus One, and last week around an
Wow.
Apple and a new Apple Vision Pro is
Yes, I've
new.
seen that. Yes.
What does it
Wow.
mean? It's mean I don't know. You experience it an Oculus, or you have in your own studio.
To create.
Visually, it's amazing, and use your hand and create things in
Oh,
yourself,
that's
just in
fascinating.
empty space, just
Yes.
using real eyes, 360 degrees. It's amazing. Yes, there's many bad sides. They can argue about that, but as a sculpture, in 1 hour, 2 hour, I can use it, and it means new things, new creations. What I'm trying to say, yes, this is a new world.
Yes. I'm
There,
glad you're accepting all of this. This is
I'm
awesome.
I'm not regard of the old style. It's
Yeah.
important. It's traditional. What we are doing, it's every time look each other. The past and old, the future and the
Yeah.
back, everything's.
Builds on,
Uh,
yeah.
but there's a reality. There is a new world. Actually, we
Yeah.
have to see what's going on. And
Yeah.
art every time use new technologies. If there is a new paintings, I'm sure Leonardo or Botticelli will use it.
Yes.
Yes, there's
Yes. Because
possibilities.
he was an
Yeah,
inventor. So that
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense because Leonardo was an inventor. So that, yeah, I agree with you.
sure,
Yes.
sure. So the art has, and people using these technologies, art and new media is a concept in 20th century where they use Photoshop, they use new
Yes.
possibilities of computing, and they are
Yes.
producing, they are printing as well, art quality printing, and they are selling these pieces, and people hanging on the walls, not
Yes.
directly handmade, but this is
Yes.
possibilities. With this way, people can reach the art easily, maybe.
Yes. More
They can pick
accessible.
the ideas, it's good.
Yes.
I don't know yet. This is very early stage of these areas. Think about maybe 10 years, 15 years, we are using these technologies, and it's coming
Yes.
logarithmically powerful.
Yes.
We will put together in a
Yes.
short time.
I interviewed an artist who does digital art, and it is absolutely beautiful. He recently landed a big job with a Dubai company to do a commercial, but he has beautiful, oh God, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's incredible. And he uses all his AI and computers. And I thought it was simple, but he explained the process he goes through. It's not easy. You really have to know what you're doing.
I say, your last 10 seconds lost.
Okay. Do you hear me now?
It's okay now, but last 10 seconds is gone.
Okay. So the young man that I interviewed does AI art.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And he creates some beautiful, beautiful digital images of people and sci-fi. So he just landed a big contract with a company in Dubai to do commercials for them for their water company, and I'm so proud of him. But his God, he is not intimidated by our AR, and I thought it was simple to do, but when he started explaining to me the process, he's really talented. So you're right, it's like the future. He's going to start doing movies too. I mean, he's just fascinatingly talented. It's amazing.
Sure, sure, sure. And there is some important cities, important areas in the world. For example, during 19th, the Paris. After Second World War, it was New York. After 2000, it was
Oh,
Beijing and Gulf area. The United States
oh,
of, because there is a rule. Where is the money? There is art.
yes, yes, I
That's the
agree.
rule. In 500 years ago, in Italy, in Florence, there is the family, Medici family, and they
Yes,
pay money for art. And
yes,
all the
yes,
artists go to
yes,
Italy, and they create
yes,
amazing cities. Today, all people want to go to Venice, want to go to Roma. What
yes,
is this? This is the art
yes.
vision. So New York did this after Second World War, and Beijing, as I said, China doing this since 20 years, and
Oh,
Paris did
wow.
this after 19th century, and
Yes,
Dubai now. They opened the second Louvre Museum
Yes.
and
Dubai is amazing.
yeah,
It is
and they
absolutely
find a
amazing.
second Mona Lisa for their museum.
Oh, wow.
Salvatore, you know,
Yes.
Salvatore Mundi. Yeah.
Yes.
After years, they instantly there is another copy of the Mona Lisa, Salvatore Mundi. They
Oh,
hang the
wow.
museum. So it's art way, it's marketing way, it's okay. But as you mentioned, your friends, it's a new era, and I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about vision. Yes, they
Exactly.
want to change the world with using art,
Exactly.
because there is just one thing for changing the world. That that that there is nothing. You cannot change the world if you don't use the art.
Yes.
It's
Yes. I
important.
agree with you. I think it's very important. I think art helps people explore and not be so confined in their thoughts and their beliefs. And it helps you be more accepting, of other cultures, of other people, and just the endless possibilities that mankind can produce. So that's why I love art. I'm an artist, I'm a visual artist, but that's why I started doing my art magazine, because I want to share with people in the world all the beautiful things people are doing. You guys are so fascinating. There's so many fascinating artists, and people really don't know, unless you share it.
In university times, in my first lessons, I said, take it out in the world culture, from music, from art, from everything, from fashion. What you can see? Nothing.
Yes, yes,
Silence and nothing. That's
yes,
all.
yes,
Good.
yes. Well,
So
thank
we
you.
are everything. Running. It's good.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for letting me interview you. I can't wait for everyone to see this.
Um, Thank you very much for your kind interest and this interview as well. You are doing a great works because of your social accounts. I'm watching. I'm knowing new artists and their creations as well, and we are doing great from different part of the world. We are meeting
Yes,
together with the
yes.
extra reports, and we are talking about art, and we will share this information with our friends. And thank you very much again for your kind interest, dear Rene.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening to you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.